Fauna, Phosphorus, and Sedimentary Cycle. What defines these terms, and how significant are they on the Earth? Starting with fauna, it refers to the animal life of a particular region or time, such as the fauna of a forest. Fauna is not just limited to land animals, it also includes the animals of the aquatic and air environments. They provide us with food, resources, and much more. Then there's the phosphorus cycle, which is the process by which phosphorus moves through the environment. Phosphorus is an essential element for all life on Earth, as it works for the structure and function of cell membranes. The cycle begins with the release of phosphorus from rocks. This can happen through weathering or erosion. Phosphorus then enters the soil, where it is taken up by plants. Animals then eat the plants, passing phosphorus through the food chain. Eventually, phosphorus is returned to the soil through the actions of decomposers. This completes the cycle, and the phosphorus can be used again. Lastly, the sedimentary cycle is where sediments are transported and deposited in new locations. The main agents of sediment transport are water, wind, and ice. It is an important part of the geologic cycle as it plays a vital role in forming sedimentary rocks.
As defined by the previous speaker, the term fauna refers to animal life present in a particular region and/or time. Phosphorus is a mineral that naturally occurs in many foods and is also available as a supplement. It plays multiple roles in the body. It is a key element of bones, teeth, and cell membranes. Lastly, the sedimentary cycle is responsible for transferring sediments in which phosphorus, iron, and sulfur are obtained through their respective processes in the Earth's crust. These three are necessary parts and processes in sustaining life on our planet. First off, through the sedimentary cycle, the phosphorus cycle may be found. Phosphorus is a crucial element in terms of sustaining life on Earth.
Through the phosphorus cycle, energy transfer within organisms is made possible, not to mention the structure of the genetic material and in the composition of cell membranes. Bones and teeth are all reliant on the phosphorus cycle as their source of origin and sustaining nutrient. Both of these aforementioned cycles are found in faunas, where animal life thrives the most. Without either of the cycles, an imbalance in the Earth's ecosystem may begin, wherein countless lives may be lost, leading to an impending extinction of some animals present in their respective habitats. To sum up their relationship, through the sedimentary cycle, the phosphorus cycle may be found, and in return, preservation of animal life, otherwise known as faunas, are preserved and kept alive for generations to come.
As we look into the biochemical cycles of sedimentary and phosphorus, its relationship with the environment may not always be as it seems. There are several factors that may change the very physical characteristics of the environment. These factors are also known as the anthropogenic effects. Unlike natural occurring impacts, which take place in unaltered natural ecosystems, anthropogenic effects are the result of the activities, chemical or biological waste byproducts of humans. To date, natural habitats have been modified by humans for land use, primarily to make room for agricultural, residential, and even to collect natural resources. It has been estimated that this has led to a 40% drop in world biodiversity, making it the largest threat to ecological reservoir. One of the notable use is mining, which also brings a huge effect to both the sedimentary and phosphorus cycle. Intensive mining increases sediment loading in water bed and decreases water quality for aquatic and terrestrial animals. Releasing excessive phosphorus from mining and fertilizers into bodies of waters will result in a rapid acceleration in eutrophication. This process reduces the oxygen level in water due to the rapid growth of algae and the production of algal toxins, which is harmful to humans and animals.
So, are humans invasive?
Before I answer this question, let me first discuss what invasive species are. An invasive species is an organism that is not indigenous to a particular area. But not all non-native species are always invasive, because some can bring benefits. So to be invasive, a species must adapt and reproduce in the new area quickly, and it must harm the property or the animals of the region. Knowing the definition of invasive, can we classify humans as invasive species? The answer is yes. Humans are responsible for disrupting the phosphorus cycle in our environment. We influence it by releasing mine phosphates into ecosystems, especially in the form of fertilizers and also from sewage waste. Most phosphate rock mining involves clearing large swaths of vegetation and digging up the soil beneath to reach the phosphate ore. Mining changes the landscape of wildlife natural habitat, which is impossible to restore. So it causes a restriction on normal behaviors and denies animals access to basic needs such as food, water, and shelter. Migration to other habitats and interaction between other animals can lead to epigenetic effects or changes. The behaviors and environment will affect the way their genes work. The animals that migrated to the new habitat can be potential invasive species that will disrupt the natural ecosystem.
Now, as we end this informational video regarding the major issues that have been discussed while ago and also the facts that have been explained, what are the 3 things that we may be able to learn to control and preserve the natural life in this world? Number 1, learn to value the things that surrounds you, especially the things that are unseen. Giving value means you are responsible to take care of the natural elements and organisms because those are just some major reasons why we are still alive in this ecosystem. Remember that they are always involved in human life cycle that sustain the function well and also to maintain our existence. Number 2, your observation and awareness matters. Criticize what is not right and educate the ignorance. Always speak up and spread facts to all people that needed to be educated, but always take this action with love and respect so that it will not be misunderstood. Take note that the knowledge is a virtue that leads to a healthy environment. Number 3, individual benefits is always different to the benefits of the many. Learn to have empathy. A lot of people only care about themselves, but we should always remind each and everyone that we should always decide and think what can be good for ourselves and also for other people. Always learn to give and not to be selfish. Our final message to all of you is that be mindful of your thoughts. They may become the reality.